Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful day here in Wisconsin, probably about 70 degrees. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, well, today, for those who do not know, my name is Joyce McGeehan, also known as Jade, and I am a psychic medium, clairvoyant, clairaudient. I do automatic writing and I bring you, I'm also a healer. I am clergy, a wedding officiant, do many ceremonies, weddings, and those sorts of things. So I am a great wealth of knowledge. I've been doing this for approximately 30 years now. And every Sunday I bring a message, kind of like our little church service, but on a spiritual level. So I do have a message today. My beautiful daughter, Kayla, she has brought to my attention something that the moon alerted her to that would be nice for everybody to remember and everything that's going on these days. I was waiting for her to send me exactly what movie it was from, but she may not be able to get it to me. So I'm going to share those lyrics with you here in a few minutes. But I'm going to finish introducing myself. And we come on live every Sunday to bring messages and to also do some free little mini card readings. So, first of all, you get to know me and how I do things. Although the card readings are read as what the card brings, but my intuitive input as well. Like I said, I am a psychic medium. So, if you got a personal reading from me, you would also get my mediumship as well, speaking to people who have passed and loved ones and things of this sort. And every Sunday we run a special. We run a special 10 for 10, and I can never. This thing's always backwards, so $10 for 10 minutes. Now here live or private. You can just specify and tell me. If you do Google Pay, it will show up right away on my phone and I'll know that you've paid. Or you can use PayPal, Zelle, and Square. You can use the Violet Sage at AOL.com. All right. Boy, did not get that right. I just want to see if this would be better. Yeah, there we are. See, everything I do is backwards on my camera here, so it gets a little confusing. All right. So, hey, Night Reader, how are you? The Night Reader Tarot. He does his readings too at night. Mo, I don't know why I have such a difficulty with this. 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and not sure about Mountain and all those other times, but you could figure it out from those two. All right. So, I am going to give you my little message of the day. This is before the cards. This is a song, and we're all in this together. No. She may not be up yet. Oh, she's going to. I think the name of the song is Take Me There by Anna Golden, I believe. At least that's the information that was given to me so far. Now, I want you to really focus on these words. And if you are on Facebook, I will go ahead and post these on my page on the Violet Sage and on the Traveling Ministry and Mystics for the Open-Minded, which is soon going to have its name changed. I decided to probably go ahead and keep the page, but it's not going to be very active all the time, except for on Sundays. Okay, here's the words. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. You never knew. You think I am an ignorant savage, and you've been so many places. I guess it must be so, but I still cannot see if the savage one is me. How can there be so much that you don't know? You don't know. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you claim that you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew that you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Now people probably know what song this is. Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned. Can you sing with all the voices of the mountains? Can you plant with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come and run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends, and we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high will the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, for whether we are white or copper-skinned, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountains. We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. Do you guys get that message? All right, Colors. It's called Colors of the Wind, she says. And it's by Judy Kuhn. So if anybody wants to listen to that, I mean, you know, a lot of these cartoons that are created, especially like by Disney and stuff, they always come with a message. So I'm hoping that everybody really gets that message that we are the Earth's caretakers. We are responsible for what's going on around us. So either you could sit there and choose to do nothing, or you could be a part of the problem and be ignorant, short-sighted, mean, cruel, or blinded by what's going on around you. Or you can be an active part and search for the spirit and the soul of the situation and actually be a part of the movement that helps. So, oh, I'm sorry that has bad memories for you, Night Reader. I would dare to even ask. But, you know, when I read it, it almost makes you cry. So when you like feel the words, maybe let it sink a little deeper, because if without the earth, we wouldn't have food, we wouldn't have a place to live on, we wouldn't have air to breathe, we wouldn't have water to drink, and neither would all the creatures. Now, the creatures that inhabit the earth weren't put here to be meant for food. They were put here to be our co-workers or friends. Now, I'm going to give you this food for thought. For people who are spiritually minded or wish to be, I'm going to put it to you this way. There is a book called Aliens Among Us by Ruth Montgomery. And I'm going to say hello to everybody that's signed on here in just a minute. Ruth Montgomery, and then there's the Aliens Within, and by Alyssa something, and it's spelled weird, the way it's spelled, Alyssa. But these books probably aren't in print anymore, so you'll have to find them on, eBay or I can't remember the biggest famous one. I can't remember, but you have to find them online. But anyway, now in the big scheme of things, we cannot be the only planet here. We are not the only planet that inhabits life. We are certainly not the only species in the world. World, not Earth, world. Okay, so I don't know if anybody has been in like a Trekkie or watched Babylon 5 or something like that, because it was like a stop-off point for all of the different aliens and species that there were. So they introduce everything. Every single thing on this earth has its own planet and its own species and its own life. So there's ant people, cat people, dog people, horse people, fish people. I mean, whatever you see out there, there's a people to it. Now, think of it this way. There's galactic wars going on out there all of the time. And I know this might be a little mind-blowing for some of you. Hi, Mom. I'm glad you're here. And I didn't see if Barb was here yet because I'm focusing on my stuff over here. But this was the great stop-off point. This world is the most unique. The air, the water, the ground. I mean, it can obtain and hold and nurture so many different forms of life. We truly are unique. I mean, if you look at Mars and things like that, it doesn't have everything we have. It doesn't have oxygen. In other words, we can't pick up and live there. So this is a very, very unique planet. And this is why aliens come and visit us, because we inhabit their friends, foes, and every species there is out there that we don't know of. But if you look around, you'll know what kind of species are out there. So anyway, they've all come here in case something were to happen, that their world would explode, implode, whatever, or their species would be decimated, that they can come back here and get a piece of their DNA by the eggs that they left behind, such as ants, dogs, cats, whatever, and start again. This is why it's so important that we do not allow animals or anything to go into an endangerment, where they're endangered species, where the amount of them is very low. And then if you go back, it can take you back to Noah and the ark. So just think of maybe Planet X or whatever it is that they're talking about. There's an alternate planet that they tried to set aside for us that could inhabit all the same life forms in case something happens to us. So you see, people, the Earthlings, are the major inhabitants that basically were here on this Earth. There's Earth beings and there's Earthlings, and it can get really deep and complicated. I highly suggest that people read the book Bringers of the Dawn, and it's by Barbara Marciniak. And after you read that one, then she has a book called Earth. If you read those two books, it's really going to wake you up a little bit. That and the one by Ruth Montgomery. It all makes way too much sense not to be. And, there's gods with the big G, God with the little g. So it gets quite complicated, but I'm just trying to help you to understand why it's so important that we respect everything on this earth. And when we don't, this huge shakeup happens, like what's happening now. Like, you don't want to be having children's just to go collect a paycheck. You have children's because you want to love, adore them, and take care of them for the rest of your life. Just like a dog or a cat. If you're going to adopt one, you are now claiming that as your own child, and you are responsible for that being, and to care and love for it, not to tie it up outside, leave it and forget about it, or mistreat it, or put it into dog fights and blah, blah, blah. So we are here to be the caretakers of the inhabitants of this earth. We have a great responsibility, and it's time that we all step up and start doing our part. This is like my message for the Sunday. It's really, really an important one. If you want life to start going right for you, then you be an active part of being a caretaker for this world, the earth, and its inhabitants. Take this seriously, people. You are being watched, okay? If you want to be respected and you want to earn that place that we all want to go and evolve to, then do your part. Do some recycling. The earth is a living, breathing being. It has a spirit too. So you read some of these books, you'll know what I know, and you'll understand why I feel the way I do. And there's just way too much information out there to deny any of it. All right. So I'm going to go back and say hello to everyone that came on while I've been doing my little message. So we got Night Reader. Hey, Robert, how are you? And Kayla. No, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, I was saying 5 p.m. Central time before for the Night Reader Tarot. Hi, Barb and Joyce. I hope Barb's on here. For some reason, I'm not seeing her. Maybe it's just because she didn't say hello. And Tresia, I think it is. Demensky. Mom, of course. Night reader. And Mom, well, you should be seeing that, Mom, because you're both on the YouTube side. So for people who don't know, I am connected on both Facebook and YouTube simultaneously right now. You are not going to see the messages if you're on Facebook from the people that are signed on YouTube, and vice versa. YouTube's not going to see the messages that are coming through from people on Facebook. Only I can see them both. So it's not that I'm talking to somebody on the other side right now, but it's because I'm talking to other people that are on here. And so if you feel, why aren't you first or whatever, that could be because you weren't first yet. Or like in a specific instance here soon, I know my beautiful aunt is at work and she's only got so much time to check on. So when she pops on here and she says, hi, she's here, I'm going to probably stop, jump in and give her message so she can get back to work. Just so you all know, I try to accommodate whoever I can. And don't forget, today is 10 for 10. If you would like to get a 10-minute reading, you don't even have to have it done today, but if you purchase it today and you let me know today, we can set it up to do a live reading or over the phone or however you'd like to do it. And if you want more than a 10-minute reading, which the majority of people do, you'll get the first 10 minutes for $10 and the rest is accordingly. I usually charge $50 a half an hour, $90 an hour, which is where you get your discount. And if you want 15 minutes, it's $25. So then we will just offset that with the 10 for 10. All right. So reading them now. Oh, you read. So yeah, Robert, you're going to have to let me know what you think about some of these books, and maybe you can help people and say, yeah, this is really good. It made sense, or whatever. You might hope to be able to alert people. And Mari, I believe it's Mari. Hello. You here. Hi, and welcome, Mari Botha, I believe. We love a message from the other side, if that's possible. All right, well, we will see. And I'm going to give the message for the week. So I automatically pull some cards. I pull a stone. And I was already went out back because it was such a beautiful morning. I didn't bring a notepad with me, so I'm going to reconnect today. And I'm actually going to give you a message from this beautiful stone that I picked for this week for everyone. Ajoit, A-J-O-I-T, is a very unique stone. And you really can't see it, but there's a stone inside. It's blue. It's bluish green. So this is a quartz crystal with ajoit inside of it. And so it amplifies the effects of the ajoit, because it's inside of crystal, and it's like an ajoit phantom. All right, so I will be holding that and giving you a message from that here shortly. We got our beautiful spring and fairy scene here today with our little meditative frog, and it is June 7th. And I will be assigning numbers for when I do start readings here, so this way you know what number you are. It'll be easier for you to find. All right, I'm the one that said to share the song. Yep, Kayla's the one who said to share that song, because what's going on in the world today, the words of that song have never been more true. That is true. Fikik Lish. Hi. Oh, you're from South Africa. Wow, Mari. That's cool. I bet it's really hot there right now. And please, love people, remember to, yes, please, remember to like and follow this page. And if you're on YouTube, ring that bell, subscribe, and make sure you get notified when I come on. I do this every Sunday. Soon to be doing some things in the middle of the week when I get a chance. So this way it will let you know. And just wrote finals, 90%. For everything, was hoping they are proud of me. Aw, very cool. All right, so I'm going to start with the messages of the week. And I just realized, since I got the fairy theme out here, I pulled other cards, so I may pull a fairy card to go along with this, but I was only going to pull 3 cards, and 5 of them came out. So I am going to start with the adjoit. All right, Spirit. What does adjoit mean for all the onlookers today? What is the message that we're getting from the adjoit today? The adjoit stone phantom in this crystal. It's helping to give release to people that feel that they are under pressure, and to bring the love light and the angel light within them and out and about, because people really need to hear a good positive word. All is not lost, all is not forgotten, and the loved ones that have left us due to this COVID are still around us all of the time. And the loved ones in general who have passed are around us. They try to help us when they can, but when they are newly passed on, they have limitations because there's some schooling and healing that they need to be involved in first. So they can't really, sometimes they can make their presence known, but they may not have the ability to assist you just yet. They're saying that there's a great healing that's taking place in the world that needs to. We all need to be an active part of this. My eyes are closed as I'm giving this message. I got someone standing here with a lightsaber, like Star Wars. People and spirits and your loved ones are ready to go to battle on your behalf if necessary, but they keep saying the healing must take place. So we really need to be an active part, which maybe is why that song, the words to that song, were so important to share today. We really have to be conscious. I mean, yeah, you might really love meat, but I think everybody should be shown a picture in a movie about how that meat was obtained, because it's brutal. And if you guys can be a part of to stop the dogs for skins and stuff like that they do, or they use dog skin for leather too. It's not just, from cows and stuff. Have you ever met a cow? Have you ever walked up to one and pet one? They are docile creatures. And, people shouldn't take advantage of being stronger than another person or an animal and take advantage of that fact and use them. I mean, animals are animals and they attack each other, and that's their food chain. But we weren't meant to drink milk. We weren't meant to eat meat. I believe maybe fish, and even some fish actually have feelings. It's weird. I mean, you just got to see the videos. I'm not really talking out my butt here, people, I swear. But anyway, I'm going to just read a little bit from the book for you. So this, my first half of my show is informational for people because I want to give a message. It's not just all about the readings for me. It's about enlightening people. This is very important. Okay, so adjoit produces a melding between the heart chakra and the throat chakra and facilitates speaking that which is in one's heart. This quality provides for peaceful within one's emotional system and a joyful acceptance of one's surroundings, circumstances, and environment. And if you don't have adjoit, angel light sometimes works really well. They look a lot alike sometimes. The earth keeper of the adjoit phantom crystal will find clarity of spirit through communication via the heart. Thus, the reason for today, I guess. Bringing to fruition the perfection of love and facilitating communion with all of the integral parts of the earth, sky, and life. Oh my goodness, I swear to God, I did not read this first before that song came about and my little talk came about. So you see how this is all coinciding? I am not talking out my butt, people. This is really something to seriously consider and to be an active part of the solution, not the problem. It can also be used to eliminate hostility. It is quite difficult for one to remain hostile towards oneself in addition and following the same logic. It can also be used to eliminate anger, abrasiveness, jealousy, prejudice. All so perfect for today, especially with all the prejudice crap that's going on out there right now. And all the negative attributes one could imagine. What an exciting thought, they put. It allows for recognition of the naive state and provides a bonding of synthesis between one's energy and the pure and inviolate energy of all that is. It enhances creativity and is an adjuvant to communication. Not sure what that word means. Somebody could look that up. Ajoid is also said to energize and to activate the peace chakra, an energy field between the throat and the heart. It symbolizes the awareness of the all and represents the purity of both the earth and the infinite potential available for one's access. It has been carried by those of similar spirituality to facilitate the brotherhood, connection, and to promote recognition between strangers and friends. Recognition between strangers and friends. You've known each other before in another life. It stimulates a bonding between souls who are on the earth plane and who have agreed to meet again during this lifetime. Very cool. It also stimulates the connection between the kindred spirits of both the spirit world and the other worlds, providing for transfer of information. I'm going to sleep with this stone tonight. It has been used successfully to remove extraterrestrial, Lemurian, Atlantean, and current implants. It's been used successfully to remove. I wonder why that is. This has been facilitated by the property of the Ajoid energy, which acts to extract dysfunctional energy from within the body or substance, and concurrently fills the empty space with pure loving energy. All right, I can go with that. Do you know Atlantean and Lemurians? Lemurians is really the, continent maybe of love. Atlanteans were highly scientific. They were the ones that were able to use the crystals and everything to go from one place to another in like an instant of thought, or a cavern that they built with them. They're the ones that were all into the blonde hair, blue eyes. It sort of gives me a little bit of the creeps when you think about Hitler. Although Atlanteans they wouldn't do things as excruciating and grueling as what that nut job did. I'm sorry, lack of a better word. I should never call anybody any names, no matter how mad I am at them. Joy can be used for preservation and rejuvenation on all levels and can facilitate the polarization of the bodies and the alignment with the optimum self to stimulate total well-being. This is a fabulous stone. It's not that easy to find. It's not one of those real common ones that you go into a rock shop and find either. So maybe look online. You can order one. It also provides the proper reception frequency for the cellular structure of the body, allowing for transmission of the message of perfection from the ethereal body. It is both a master healer and a medium for access to the higher worlds. The Ajoid Phantom Crystal is one of the most beautiful, loving, and joyous crystals which has come from our earth. Awesome. Vibration number 6. How about that one, people? Well, there was a message I wasn't intending on either, but that was cool. I let spirit pick. That's the only way to do it, to get the truth. Real answers. All right. So, on to the cards. Hopefully that was helpful. I will get an emotional support puppy. Will you get an emotional support puppy? That's a really good question. We will definitely, that will be the next thing I will focus on. That would really be cool. I believe so, but I will check and see what Spirit says on that. Martha Govgan. What's Govgan? Mari Batha? Wow, lines completely with the song. Yeah, it does. Isn't that something? All right, so the message for the day. I'm going to try to go as fast as possible so we can get on with this. Angel of Space Clearing. Angel of Space Clearing. It is time to clear out old negative thoughts and feelings, people. And again, these are all lining up with all of this information. You have to get rid of the old so the new can come in. If you have negative thoughts and feelings, you are blocking yourself from your own success that would like to come into play in your life. And we have, I'm not going to go into great detail on each card so we can get on to readings here. This is the God of Conflict Resolution. You are being encouraged to walk away from recurrent conflict. Well, these two are already going hand in hand. So if there's people really trying to push your buttons, it could even be a boss, or maybe someone's trying to make you fly off the handle, so maybe you can be blamed for something. Look behind the reasons that people want you to go off the handle too. Now, if you want someone to actually listen to you and you're really angry, you can tell them with a stern voice like this. Hey, what did I just tell you? Did you not hear what I just said? Now, see, I came over really stern, but I wasn't screaming or yelling, because when you yell, everybody just wants to yell and be heard, and then no one's hearing a darn thing. So approach things tactfully as you can. Try not to get entangled in a screaming match. But and if you have children that way, sometimes they grab them by the arm and say, "You're going to listen to me now." And when you say it that way, they're going to be like, "Oh, I think I'm in trouble." All right, so then we have this card, Goddess of Beauty. You are a wondrous being of light. There is nothing to fix or change. So many people are doing self-doubt, especially with all the stuff that's been going on. Where is my purpose? What's my self-worth? All these questions seem to come about. And then, Spirit is not telling those, like people who have addictions. They're not telling you to just keep going, you'll be fine. Go ahead, have 12 more beers, see how you feel, It's not saying that. If there's something that you need to fix and change to become the highest potential that you are and you have, then by all means do so. They are just telling you they are supporting you. When you came to this earth, you were born as perfect. Even if you were born missing an arm, an eye, or whatever, you're still perfect. You came here to serve a purpose, or that purpose could be to show people how to treat people like you, or how to overcome and find your strengths with disabilities. I mean, there is a purpose for the way things are and what happens, even though they're sometimes excruciating and hard to watch, know, feel, live within. But you are a beautiful being, and you need to give yourself credit for that. And once you love yourself enough, then you're going to take care of the situations that are making yourself, making you not happy with yourself, or where that it's disabling you, that you're doing something that's disabling you, that you were born with, then work on that. Okay. And which brings to the next card. It's funny, I didn't even notice it was in my hand. This is Angel of Diet and Nutrition. Pay attention to what you eat and drink. You intuitively know what is good for you. So, you do know what's good for you, and it kind of like what I just said. And if you are a caretaker for someone who doesn't, don't just feed them whatever you can. Feed them something that's going to feed their body, because that alone may help to heal something that's dysfunctioning or misfiring in their body. So really pay close attention to the nutrition you're feeding your body. We're starting to step into this time frame now where there's a lot of interesting energies going on, and that's available to us. And also Mercury is about to go into retrograde. So you're going to need every positive thing to hold on to and work on now and set into place before Mercury gets here. Okay. And Angel of Union. A partnership is blessed and destined for great success. So, and it's making me think of Night Reader's question, actually. Angel of Union. Now, union can be with a significant other. So you could be finally finding the love partner that you've been looking for, or at least someone that is going to teach you all the wonderful things that you were meant to learn in this lifetime. It could also be a teacher that's coming in and say, like some people are looking for their master teacher. It could be that they're about to show themselves now. Also, partnership could be a partnership where your partnership in business. Partnership could be a service dog. Some people could even mean bringing new life into the world. But usually pregnancy comes with that one. But of course, there could be many different meanings to this card, being that we are talking to a multitude of people. So I leave that message with all of you. And don't forget the adjoit message. And that's going to be the message for the week, because I know I need to get on and move to personal readings. Otherwise, I'd go a little longer, but I spent a little extra time giving some other additional messages today. Actually, I will pick a fairy card because fairies is the theme of the day, it seems like. All right, Spirit, for all the onlookers today, and YouTube and Facebook, and for this week. And don't forget, people, this isn't always just for this week. This could last a month, even up to 3 months, the messages, depending on what you're going through and what you need to work on. And so what they've given me from the fairies is affirmations. So making sure that you're talking positive about yourself, about other people, about situations that you may end up finding yourself in. Yeah, I'm going to read that, Kayla, in a minute. To lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. If anybody would like, I do like a $10 service for people where you can give me a list of all the things that you would like to create in your life, and I will put it in proper wording for you so that you can recite it every day and every night. It's important that you focus on it and teach you how to make your own treasure mapping treasure board to help you to focus on those things as well. But when you're doing a treasure map manifestation board, you should only focus on 3 things at once, not more than that, or you're not being able to give enough ample energy to those things you're trying to bring into play. So it's really important that you stay positive and you only talk positive. I don't care if you're mad at people or whatever. Try to say it in a positive way. Like, well, this person, I don't, he, I'm just trying to find something that'd be kind of brutal because I know people have been through some really tough stuff lately and all these killings and stuff. All right, well, he beat me up, but I know he's got issues, and I'm saying prayers for him, but doesn't mean I'm going to stay around and deal with it anymore. But, I understand he has issues. So you're giving the person credit knowing, hey, he's a human being. I know there's good parts to him or her too, but at the same time, best I can do for that person is send them prayers. And that is the best that you could do for people, really. Okay, so in that, I am going to go ahead and do a reading for someone. I pull a card, and if messages come through from my guides, I do that as well. One of these days, I'm going to do crystal ball readings. It's going to be really cool. All right. And I think I will focus on the fairy cards since fairy theme is today. We'll see what kind of information we get from them as well. And let's see, we're going to go back here. Okay, Robert. Alicia. Hello from Australia. Wow, we get another one from Australia. We love her reading. Okay, Kayla, the Wild Sage. People keep tempting me, and then I find out that they're lying to me. Tell me that it's like $200 adoption fee, and then I'm ready, and then they say we do have another $700 fee. Oh, one of them. Oh, night reader. Yeah, Kayla just went through the same thing. Very, very interesting. Well, that they said it was hers, and then all of a sudden it wasn't available anymore, and she'd already made a deposit on it. I say you can create your own, but if you need a true one for for the blind, it's good that someone else trains the dog because they need to know exactly what to do, where to go, and how to lead them. But when it's like maybe emotional support and stuff like that, it's not so fine-tuned. I have a support dog, and she trained herself. I have like a sleep apnea, and she has woken me up in the middle of the night when she hears me like snoring or I can't breathe or I stop breathing. So when I take her into the store, I have to have her in the shopping cart so she can actually reach my face because she'll lick me. When I was on gabapentin, I forget to breathe. She would snap me out of it. So she taught herself. So it's very interesting. But I will definitely look into that for you. That's right, Kayla. You be strong and you keep that attitude. Don't need a man. They'll have to become a great friend first. That's right. Nobody better to be with than your best friend. I found my teacher. That's you. Oh, thank you, love. I believe you get an emotional support puppy. Could I please a general reading? Elton. Hey, nice name. Murembiwa, I think. Okay. You should ask questions. Night Reader, I love it that you're finally asking a question. I've been dying for you to ask a question. All right, let's go vegan. Yeah, let's go vegan. You are right, Mari. Okay, so I am going to start with, I don't know if my aunt's on here, but I'm going to give my Aunt Barbara her reading before I get started with anybody else here, because I know that she's at work and her time limits are limiting. All right, I'm trying to go back to see where the first question actually starts here, so I can get right to that afterwards. And I will go for like another half an hour. And after that, when time 11:30 comes, I will stop doing readings. So let's see, not your fault. Sorry, scrolling. All right, Mari, I believe, is the first one after my Barbara. All right, so, Barbara Lewis. Instead of going through all the names, Spirit, you know who my aunt is. Barbara Lewis, Spirit. Is there a message for Barbara Lewis, especially this week? I know she's going through some difficulty sorting things out, and you know what we're talking about. Could you please? Well, boy, since you got the same card as, wow, you got a doubly. All right. Being I know that there's a particular issue with this, and if you want, I can give you a private reading later. Barb is number one. Barb, you're number one. My Aunt Barb. Okay, you got the affirmation card as well, and the second card that comes up is going to show you like the same thing. So to lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations like, okay, these people are going to hear me. They're going to find all the right paperwork. They're going to fine tune everything. All I need to do is just bring it to their attention, and they're going to understand and believe me, and things are going to go smoothly. So you're going to want to say things like that so that everything just runs smoothly. And that they find all the information they need, and that the blocks are dissolved to your success in this matter. So you can word it that way too. And then they're saying, ask for what you want. So your guides, guardians, and angels are waiting for you to ask for their assistance in this. And let the universe and other people know what you need. So there may be someone that you know that might even have an in or knows how maybe you should word it correctly or something to that effect. So just keep plugging away. Pay attention to the people that you run across. I feel like someone has some valuable information that can help you in this situation. Or I'm getting a feeling that there's another phone number you need to call to get things straightened out. There's some rock left unturned that you have to take care of something that way. And they're also talking about easy does it. So I'm trying to zip through this one. So, because I usually pull one card. Stop trying so hard to control everything, and all the doors will open for you. So maybe keep that positive thought in mind that it does feel like something great and wonderful is going to happen. But you need to be positive about it because you are a very strong being. I mean, look what family you came from. We all have the gift. So you have the gift. You have the gift of manifestation too. I'll go ahead and pick a trinket for you. Trinket for Barbara. Okay. This is actually perfect for your situation. You got the highlighter. So when doing paperwork, it's really scary right now because Mercury's creeping up right around the corner. Make sure you highlight everything. If there's something that you feel needs amended in the paperwork, you make them amend that, initial it, highlight it, read the fine print. Dot your I's, cross your T's, leave no stone unturned. This is what this means. It means you really need to pay close attention to what you're signing, making sure it's not blocking you from anything else in your success in any of these endeavors. And you got to feed it a lot of positive information. And what came to me right now is, and a lot of people can use this, you need to use cinnamon sugar. And it's funny because do you know ants don't usually eat sugar, like sugar granules? That's like really freaky. You wouldn't think that. But so you can mix some cinnamon and sugar together and you sprinkle it across your door, like the entrance to your door outside on both doors, coming and going. And it helps to bring prosperity and good luck to you. And I feel like that little tidbit just helps push that energy right over the border. And if you know anybody who sells any Young Living oils, I'd say the Thieves is like gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Thieves, like thieves. Somebody at Roger House. That's what it's called. And it has a lot of cinnamon and cloves and all kinds of other stuff in it. It's a really good antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. I mean, it does all kinds of awesome stuff, and it protects you from negative energies and vibrations. When I had to go to court and I sent my court paperwork in, I put a drop of that on my papers. I'll tell you what, everything turned out in my favor. It was really awesome. And the woman's going, "Oh, you smell really good." And I'm thinking, I'm laughing, going, "Yeah, it's on the papers." But so you can use that. You can even put a drop of that in your tea if you're not feeling so good. It helps to clear sore throats and stuff up right away. It's like an antiviral too, so it's awesome stuff. Anyway, so that was a lot of good information for other people as well, but Auntie Barb, that is for you. All right, hope that has helped today. On to number 2. All right, number 2 is going to be Mari Batha. And new here, would like a message from the other side, if that's possible. Let me see who's here. A lot of times, a lot of you don't know this about me, but I have done channeling. I'm a medium, but I have sort of, me and my guides, they're like my little protectors. Nobody can get through that gate unless he says so now. So I usually have to call people in. So if there's somebody particular you wanted to talk to, I do it that way because I've had something happen to me at least about 3 times now because I try to be an open channel and allow people to come through that either one of them was an evil person and the other one was pretending to be somebody else that they weren't. If you call them by name, they have to be that person or they cannot enter. So there's a lot to the spiritual stuff that people aren't aware of and don't know about. And let me tell you, I've had to take classes on this before I was allowed to serve. I worked at a spiritualist camp for like 15 years. So we had to make sure we knew all the protection things that we needed to go through because people would come in with black eyes and they were soul suckers. That happened to my friend. They put her into a deep sleep for 3 days. She couldn't come out of it. I mean, I have seen stuff that would make all your head spin. So anyway, I will see what I get. If you're looking for someone particular, we'll just see what happens. A lot of times that's for private readings, but I will see what I get for Mari Batha. All right, Spirit. Anybody to come through for Mari here today? I do not have a name, but I do have a male figure here. It seems on the thin side. I'm not going to say skinny, but thin. Well, maybe skinny. All I am seeing is from like the top half of his legs down. He's kneeling on the floor and he's saying some prayers for you. He's working with you and for you. And he's putting his hands on the floor like he's putting his energy into the earth so that you can feel it, so that you can receive it and you can get it. I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's a brother or someone was close to you like that. But I'm getting, I don't believe it's a father. If it's someone else. So whether it's a dear friend, brother, I'm not sure. Let's see. He's passing along something to you. I'm not sure if this is a child. It's like he's pulling something out of the earth, and it looks like, see, you know, sometimes when I get visions, it's like a light on top of dark. It's not always vivid, sharper in color. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, depends on what the message is. So right now I'm seeing there's some healing that's going on because it's all in green and it's like a light green on top of a brown. So this looks like a child. Now, either I don't know if you've been trying to get pregnant or if you're attempting to create something, maybe your own business or creating a new life for yourself. It feels like that he is working with you to achieve that. So this is the message that I got for you. I hope that's been of help. I probably have to scan down here and see if you said anything about that. That's Thomas, a close friend. Well, very cool. Well, he's helping you with something. I'm not sure what it is that you're working on, and there's the green heart. There you go. But he really feels very close to you, and he really wants to see you succeed in something. So he's there for you. Wow. Awesome. Well, he's pulling it up out of the earth. So I'm going to tell you that I got chills all over the place right now. That you need to really connect with the earth. The earth is listening, maybe in the fairies. Oh my God, I should all right, maybe I don't know if you can see all the goosebumps on my arms or not. I got chills everywhere. But yeah, connecting is going to greatly help you to manifest. Remember, everybody's got that affirmation card too. So putting it out there and reciting like how wonderful it is that my new life is right around the corner for me. I feel it coming in now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You got it too? Cool. So when you're thankful for it and you invite your guides, guardians, and angels in, always make sure you're inviting your guides, guardians, and angels of the light in to assist you, even if it's your ancestors, friends, or whatever. Make sure they're working within the light because anything can enter in if you just, give them an open in. I learned that one too. All right, so I leave that with you. Awesome. I'm glad that has helped. Yay. All right. So banners. Where are we? Okay. All right. So I believe the night reader is next. All right, so we're taking away number 2. So Mari, you were number 2. So if you have to look back on this video later, look for that number, you'll find it. And you are number 3, night reader. All right, I'm going to assume that Spirit will know who you are. And I'm actually going to do 2 things for you here. I'm going to pull a card, and I'm going to also use the pendulum. Because the way I need to word this is Night Reader. We know who he is, Night Reader, Cosmo. I don't know if you want people to know your name, but I know your first name. I'm not remembering the last name right offhand, so I'm just going to state that to Spirit. Will he be able to receive a service dog sometime soon? May, June, July, August, June, July, August. These next 3 months are really big for it. I think it's going to be a decision on your part whether you're going to get it or not, or which one you want to accept as yours. But I do feel like you definitely will. But let me just see what the cards had to say. Ooh, sneezing. All right, Spirit, for the night reader. All right, it's not really answering my question, so I'm going to go on to another card. All right, Spirit, for night reader here. Will he get a service dog? All right, I'm just going to show you the cards that I pulled for you there. Practice, practice, practice. So it feels like polishing up your skills. And it may be just polishing up your skills of affirmations, because I'll show you what the cards are that are next. With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So I do feel like anything that you would like to come into being, you will get. You will achieve it. It is there for you. But there's something that's missing out of the situation. Admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. Is it that you want to train this dog yourself, or maybe you don't want to, or maybe what kind of dog? So there may be one that's offered to you, like a German Shepherd or something, but you'd really rather to have a lab. So I think you should hold out for the lab. It really needs to be a good fit and something that you feel comfortable with, because I feel there's going to be a special bond with that dog. So it's not something you're going to want to take lightly. And here it is again. Ask for what you want. All right. Let the universe and other people know what you need. So if you are putting it out there, which one has this particular service dogs, and maybe even near you, or whatever specific thing you would like, put it out there and you're going to get the answer. And I feel you're going to get the answer this month of June, but whether you choose the dog this month or not, I'm not sure. It can go as far as August. But definitely by August, you will have that dog. So I think there's a choice there. There's something you need to choose. So I leave that with you. Hopefully that has been of help for you. That sounds awesome. I want a picture when you get him. Let's see, you made a comment. My YouTube keeps kicking me off. Saying server out of time. Interesting. Oh, you put it out there in your show last night. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, there's lots of people that have them. And, there's a lot of people who've had wonderful service dogs and their owners died, or something happened from the war. And people, I can't believe people in the family don't take these poor dogs on, and then they're brought to a kennel of all their years of service to possibly get put down. That just rips my heart out. So, all right. Okay. Wow. I'm learning how to train it. I just can't get a puppy for under. Wow. Wow. That's because you live in where you live. I don't want to say where you live. You don't want people to know. Wow. You can get them cheaper out here. Yeah. If you, let me tell you, my personal friend has a dog rescue. I have 2 rescues, and they are the best ever because they're that appreciative that they'll literally do anything for you. Those are like the best to train. And there's a lot of there's labs and everything else out here. Unfortunately, the Amish are horrible. Horrible. I can't say they all are. See, there I am judging a whole line of a race of people or whatever, and they're not. But there's a lot of them out here that run farms and everything, and these poor dogs never see the light of day. They're stuck inside cages inside of a barn just to sit there and breed. And when they are done with them, they will either kill them or they ask this woman to come and get them. And a lot of times they'll just keep the females and just get rid of all the males. I mean, and then goats, we don't even want to tell you what they do to goats. If they're born the wrong sex, they get stoned to death at birth. I mean, what? These are supposed to be people of God. I'm sorry. I get really upset over this. Really touchy subject with me, as you can tell. So, animals need to be rescued. And if you're allowed to train your dogs, those sheep herding dogs are some of the smartest dogs ever. That and Labradors. And Labs, German Shepherds, and those sheep herding dogs are super, super intelligent for stuff like that. Just putting that out there. Okay. And to rehome, just trying to see where we were at. Usually I try to leave the cards well. reading. Trying to see who's next. I'm sorry. Oh, Ab's up this far. That's why. Reader. Go begin. Correct. Hello. Elton. Elton is next. Elton Marambiwa. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but Spirit will know who I'm talking about. So, Elton, if you are still on here, I will go ahead and do a card pull for you. All right, Spirit for Elton Marambiwa. Let me pull the proper card to best help Elton in his path in life this week. All right, so I'm going to meditate on this one for a moment. Okay, they're saying everything's okay. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. Are you attempting to like move into a new career or something? It feels like you're really trying to make something happen. And I just keep feeling like it's okay. Like this, at this particular moment, may not be the exact right time to move forward, but somewhere from maybe like June 15th into July 19th or something to this effect, I feel is your time to succeed in whatever it is that you're looking for. It feels like there may have been a little bit of a useful hold on some activity for a little while, but it's lifting. It's slowly lifting, and it feels like you know it. You feel it lifting, but you know, like some people can't believe their eyes, or this wonderful thing happened to me that really can't be for me because this kind of stuff doesn't happen to me. And I mean, maybe it's something like that, but it does feel like things are moving in a positive direction for you. And if you cannot see it yet, just give it within 1 month and you will. Okay, I'll leave that with you. Hopefully that has been of help for you today, Elson. You can like leave a little thing below and I will check it out. Let's see. Hopefully you're still on here. That's the problem with going through and going back and looking to see if people wrote things and questions. If they're even still on here, I might be just giving readings for people who don't exist. All right, I'm not sure if that was number 3 for you or not. I'm losing track again. Number 4. Number 4 will be la 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 la. Alicia Hills. I remember it's got to be this name, Buddy Geek. Sorry, I have fun with names sometimes. All right, Spirit, you know who I'm talking about. For Alicia Hills, Buddy Geek. From Australia. Hopefully you're still awake. Help me pull a proper card for Alicia, what she needs to know and work on this week, especially. Ooh, there's a nice card. Debt paid off. So if you're working on debt relief, there may be someone that comes through for you helping to relieve debt or taking it from you, or they may forgive it, or you might actually have worked really hard at getting rid of it. It may even positively affect your credit scores. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. So it feels as something is coming in to assist you, whether it's either a new job or like I said, or a circumstance or a service that comes through and helps you with this. It feels like you are on your way to great success of having your debts paid off. That is an awesome message. Hopefully that has been of help for you. And I'm going to go down and look after this. It's taking me so much time to scroll. So Robert Fectow. It's been so long. You're right. It's about time that you got another reading. All right, for Robert, Spirit. Help me pick a proper card for Robert to help him in his path in life. What does he need to know, especially this week? What should he be focusing on? My cards. Oh. Well, Robert, 2 of them jumped out for you. 3 actually did. I'm just going to skim over the 3rd one because I didn't pull out to show you. But letting go, that's a good one. So needing to let go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. So things are holding you back from being who you want to be, the life you want to live, and this sort of thing. I know that, there's many things that are put in people's lives in play that prevent you from moving forward on an idea, a vision, a thought, your heart, your feelings. But it feels like it's time for you, that maybe it's not as important that you satisfy others right now. It feels like it's you who needs to be satisfied. The card that was pulled directly after that had to do with business. So like a business venture. So if there's something that you really wanted to do on your own, and you've gotten that card before, or a card that said something similar to that. So whether it's a career change or something that you're doing on your own on the side, I really think you should do it. I don't care if it's woodworking, maybe it's lawn care. I mean, it could be literally anything, but it feels like whatever it is, it's more your own. So it makes you come into your own power, which is necessary for all these changes that are upcoming, that I feel are upcoming. And then we have the assertiveness. So you have to, if you really want something to change, you want something to move, you have to let them know. In no uncertain terms, this is the way it's going to be. I'm not taking no for an answer, because if people are not used to hearing you being assertive and all of a sudden you are, they are going to listen. So stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. So it's time that Robert speaks. And I leave that with you. You had some pretty powerful messages there. And I think we might all be on the same page with this. All right, I leave that with you, Robert. I hope that's helped you some today. And you'll have to tell me about it later. All right, and then we are just going to, scroll. Mm-hmm. Your wife and you have many issues. Sleep apnea is one of yours too, huh? That would be great. And again, check there are people who have beautiful dogs and they're moving. See, people don't take pets as their children. Would you just get rid of your child if you had to move? If that apartment complex or wherever you were moving didn't allow your child, would you still move? That dog, people, if you've adopted a dog, you've taken a dog in, purchased a dog, just because you're bored during COVID, that is wrong, 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 wrong. You do it because that is a life choice. Life choice. Understand? So, saying that, back to you, Night Reader. I'm telling you, I'm very passionate about this. It's like, it's dissing life, just like we diss the earth by contaminating the hell out of her. It really irks me. But the pounds, people just give up their dogs that are quite trainable or already trained, and they don't understand why. It's like, why does my mom and dad doesn't love me anymore? Could you imagine doing that to your child? Could you imagine the look and the feeling? Oh my God, no, my heart breaks. If I could reach out to every one of these people I see doing something wrong to an animal on Facebook, I'd be at their house in 5 minutes, and they better run or lock their door, because I'm telling you, I might be a spiritual person, but I was put on this earth as a human being, and I will act as one. In my right, I will show you what's right, just like you showed that poor animal that couldn't fend for itself. Okay, back to the readings. Sorry. Oh, Alicia, I'm new and love reading regarding whether I have more children after tribulation. I have 7 children, including my own babies. Alicia, I don't remember. Oh, you had a debt thing. I'm sorry. I didn't, Alicia. Well, I went all the way back and I see where you just asked for a reading. I'm sorry. I did not see that question. If you would like, please feel free to contact me here during the show. Leave me your information. Send me, you're on Facebook. Send me a private message on Facebook. Send me a friend request or something. And maybe we should do a private reading on this, because I bet Spirit would have a lot of information. My guides don't always just give yes and no answers. They like to explain things. So you may get more information than you bargained for by getting a reading. I mean, I cannot make any promises of what they tell me. They tell me. I'm merely the messenger. But that might be something that you would like to consider. Sorry about that, hon. Oh my. Server not working properly. What do you mean, Donna? I want to thank you for the warning with your dream. Jeremy Haddad. Hi, Jeremy. I must please. Yati, Hula. Welcome. My uncle comes through. Please tell him to leave. Oh, not sure who came through, but whoever came through was good. My brother, me identical twins. Wow. Alicia, yeah, it definitely sounds like you have some enough questions that it would definitely warrant a private reading. Mari, that's Thomas, a close friend. Jeremy Haddad, will my friend Kristen be okay? I had a dream that she had a seizure and she had been feeling off, so I was wondering if she's okay. Okay. Jeremy Haddad. Jeremy liked to ask about his friend Kristen. Will she be okay? Considering his dream. Jeremy Haddad. I'm just getting more of a message for you. Oh, here I am again. Jeez. I'm not getting very good at this, am I? Maybe if these are in front of me, I would pay attention to them more. All right, this is for you, number 5, Jeremy. Dad. They're saying your friend will be fine, but she has a lot to think about. She's got a lot to contemplate. She needs to make some life choices and life changes. She's really sensitive to something that's around her. I don't know if it's a new pet or something new she's brought into the house, or maybe an air quality that she's breathing, but it seems like she's having more of an allergic reaction to something. Maybe a new food that she might be eating. I don't know, but it feels like something has shifted in her body. Kristen. All right, just going to ask for a quick card here for Jeremy. I know I'm getting a lot of conflicting cards here. None of them are addressing her situation. So it's kind of like, ask for what you want, Jeremy. The best thing for you to do is send some prayers and guides, guardians, and angels her way. But so you're not invading someone's free will space, you need to ask her guides, guardians, and angels that if it is for her highest good, help to bring to her attention what the true issue and problem is and give her the ability to fix it. And that in that way she will become better and healthier in her mind, body, and spirit. I believe that's really important for you to say those particular words for her. So if you want to replay this back, don't forget your number 5. But I just really feel like she needs to make a choice on something. And I'm not exactly sure what it is. The cards are not going to tell me. And really, to get into like her full name and to a reading, I could probably pinpoint more, but I always just assume Spirit's going to know who I'm talking about. She does need help, though. And I believe the help that she needs right now is probably going to be more on a mental level, because it's going to get to the deeper seated problems, if that makes sense. All right, Jeremy, I leave that with you, my dear. Hopefully that's some help. Yeah, I think she thinks she needs some counseling on some level. All right, number 6. We're going to see who number 6 is. I'm doing that change of the numbers thing right away. Patricia? Patricia? Maybe that. Sakura. Patricia Sakura. Thank you from Auntie. Hopefully she's been on. All right, Patricia Sakura. Patricia Sakura. Spirit. Any message for Patricia Sakura? All right, Patricia. There's something that you are holding on to that needs your attention and letting go. So as you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. You know, there's some people who really they would like to see a new relationship in their life, but if they're not really letting go of the previous one, that can hold you back. If your house is full, you can't obtain that new piece of furniture you want. I mean, I'm just giving you some examples here. A new way of living and eating, you have to be willingly able to surrender some things, or spirit cannot help you. You have to be an active part of this movement. It feels like something new would like to enter your life. In order to do so, you have to let go. And most times it's thoughts and the way we feel about things. Sometimes we are our worst enemy. We are our own block to our success. And our way of thinking really hinders us. Or like, no, I'm never going to date a guy with blonde hair because the last blonde did this to me. So now you are judging a whole race of blonde people. Or if one person says the same thing to you that someone else used to say before they dissed you, does not mean that they are the same person or that they're going to do the same thing. So, I mean, it's things like that. Or no one's ever going to want me because I'm so fat. Or no one's ever going to want me, I'm ugly. Or you are beautiful and perfect the way you are born. And there is someone for everyone. It's just finding that right someone that will help you to achieve what it is that you wish to achieve. And wording things the right way is also greatly helpful. So I'm going to leave that with you. Try to figure out what it is that you may be holding on to. It could even be that you had a bad experience with your father in the past or your mother, and maybe you can't move forward on things because of the way you feel about men, and you never realize that it's actually hindering the way you look at them. Or, you know, they always say that we go for people like our fathers. So if your father wasn't a good person, there was something that was bad about him. It's, you know, even I've seen this more often than not, even though parents could abuse their children, a child always thrives for their parents' affections. And there may be a part of you that is attracted to the wrong type of person because you're still looking for approval. I mean, it's really weird how that works because people never see the connection, but sometimes that's truly what holds you back. So really look into that, see where your little block is at, and help to dissolve it consciously, like maybe do a little journaling with it or something like that, and that'll help you. Hopefully that's been of some help for you, Patricia. Thank you. Yay, from Night Reader. Welcome, Killa. YouTube kept kicking me off. I put it out there on my show last night. As you are from where he is. Do you know anyone there? Oh, are you talking about me or my mom? My mom, well, Kayla, I'm not sure. Yours are rescuers too? Well, out here, our rescue, it might even be worth it for you to have, Night Reader, I'm talking to you if you're still on. It might be worth it for you to have them transport a dog to you. And there's a lot of them in Texas. Oh my God, what they do to those poor dogs on there. High kill shelters. But they know so many people that are connected to other people that sometimes they have people that offer to bring dogs up from Texas to bring them here or to bring them to their destination. They only charge like $350 or $395 here for a rescue dog. And that basically just covers the cost for them to get them neutered or, fixed or treated or whatever it is that they need when they get them. And it'd probably be worth transport, or you just taking a road trip to pick them up even might be just what you need too. So look into that. Either way you look at it, it will come out to less than $1,000. That's just crazy for a rescue. I mean, yeah. Alicia, that's crazy. What's crazy? Oh, you're upset about something. I don't know what. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate that. I donated to your PayPal. Oh, thank you, Night Reader. Yes, it's time to tell anybody you really appreciate the message that you got today. You'd like to see these messages keep coming in and support these free messages I get to people, and just like the work that I do and the messages for the week that I give out to everybody. It does cost to do the streaming. I really, really appreciate any donations you can give. Doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not asking for a specific amount of money here. Anything at all is appreciated, because I know not everybody has money, but every little bit just shows me that you appreciate my time and appreciate me being on. So if you'd like to, again, I do. I've got to run this past everybody. Donations greatly appreciated. You can go through PayPal or Google Pay or Square, Zelly. I feel like there's another one I'm forgetting. Anyway, you can use the AOL email address or the number 608-477-2192, where you can also message me if you would like to receive a reading. Thank you. Okay, if you go to thevioletsage.com is my website, and there are options there too. There's a button, choose ways to pay. It'll bring you to your options. I also have a store. I have a great many items for sale. I do classes and many other things. And the items I can make personalized for you. It's a multitude of things, and half aren't even on there. So you can go to my website too if you're not sure what you like to do and see what your options are. All right. Sure. I'm not sure if you see my question, but I had a question about my friend Kristen. I had a dream that she had. Okay. Did you get my answer, Jeremy? Jeremy Haddad, I did answer you. I forgot what number you were now. I think you might have been 5. Huh. All right, so I'm not sure if I just did number 6 or not. Getting myself confused. See, we're like lining them up over here. La la la. Google Pay. No, motorhome. Motorhome. Yeah, there's a trip for you, Night Reader. It's about 19 hours if you drive without stopping. No, you didn't see it. Okay. You'll have to scroll back. I think you might have been like number 5, possibly number 6. Kayla, do you remember what number Jeremy was? I did a Jeremy Haddad for his friend Kristen. She was going to be okay. She has work that she needs to do. She has some choices she needs to make, and I feel like she has some life choices. And it feels like anything she's experiencing right now is some sort of reaction to something, almost like allergic reaction. She really needs to have it looked into, and I do highly believe that she needs a counselor of sorts. But if you want to hear exactly what I said, I think Kayla says she thinks I put you at number 5. So you can go back in this and see what they say. But she definitely does need to go in for some sort of checkup. But I do feel, they're giving me some conflicting information here now too. There's possible she may need to see a specialist too. But I think whatever is going on is caused from a reaction to something. but she has some life choices that feels like she needs. Every ailment is caused by thoughts, the way we live, think, speak, word, deed, that sort of thing. Louise Hay has a wonderful book. Oh, what is it called? Heal Yourself. And on there it gives you a whole pages worth of ailments, and then it gives you the thought form that created it, and then the thought form that can help fix it. So it could even be the way that she's living her life, thinking. So, I hope that sounds right to you. You know her better than I do, of course. So hopefully that has been of help today, everyone. So I don't see anyone else asking for a card, and I don't know if my mother is still on here, but I'm going to go ahead and pick one for my mom. See, now this is kind of working against people's free will. What I'm doing right now, you should not do that. I probably shouldn't either. But I know my mom, and my mom is the type of person who won't ask for anything. She's an awesome lady. That's where I get it from. I have to learn to ask, because if you do not ask people, ask the universe, ask other people, let people know what you need, and you're just a giver, you become out of balance. And then all you do is give, and you never get anything back in return. Then you're left empty, you're left with ailments and things of this sort too. So it's really, really important. All right, so Mama, I'm going to say you're number 7. It's a quick and easy one. Your wish is granted. What an awesome card. Hope it was a good one. What you've asked for is coming true. So if maybe you're working on a way to get here and come see me. I think everything is going to be cleared up enough to where you can do that. Or maybe that's surgery or something that you've been looking into. Hey, it feels like sky's the limit right now. They're giving me the words, put your order in, and they're working on it in your behalf. So you have some wonderful things coming. You just got to pick and choose what you'd like to see come into being. And right now, it feels like it's definitely 2 things, not just one. It could be up to 3, depending on what you ask for. That's the message I got for you. And not to worry, everything's going to be okay. Everything's working out in a beautiful way. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. See, I'm starting to know these cards by heart, right? All right. Well, I love you all. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Oh, for Bonnie. Yeah, we can't forget Bonnie. Oh, Kayla. Yeah, I am so bad. And I'm going to go over giving you another update, too, before I'm done here. The Night Tarot Reader, the Night Reader Tarot, nightreadertarot.com, I think. He is also on Facebook. You can find him on YouTube. He does his work at night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Central Time. If you like, you can get some extra card pulls here this evening or any other day. Please check him out. And those on YouTube, you can see him here. Maybe you can even click on his name. It might be able to bring you to him. And he's wonderful. He takes his time. He's a very patient man. So come check him out. All right. Let's see. For Bonnie Chase Frank Spirit. A card for Bonnie. Ooh. It's Bonnie traveling. Feels like there's a trip coming up for Bonnie. Oh, hey. Did we? Nope. That would be number 8. Cannot get these numbers separated sometimes. Number 8. Travel. Bonnie. 8. Okay. An upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. I am telling you, there's a trip in the waiting that needs to be taken. So I think you should take to do it joyfully. It's going to be wonderful. Anything offered to you, if someone buys you a trip or pays your way, I don't think you should turn it down. Yes, we got weird stuff going on in the world right now, but there's a thing called masks and gloves. Actually, you can get those ones with the little plastic shield that goes over the face, and you don't have to worry about anything. So as long as you're just taking care and paying attention, I think some people need to get out, but you know, you don't want to be silly and not pay attention to what you need to do to protect yourself. But by all means, travel. Uh, think something wonderful is waiting for you. The answer to your prayers and answer to your questions. I'm getting that too as well. Hopefully that is helpful for you, Bunny dear. Okay, number 9 for Kayla. Gotta take care of our mods here. Kayla. All right, for Kayla. Kayla Blair. What we got for Kayla? Okay, admit the true feelings to yourself. That could affect a whole bunch of things. Let's see. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. You know, where do you want to be? Who do you want to be with? What you will not accept in relationships? What kind of work do you want to do for your life? Do you want to be self-employed or take up a craft to keep yourself busy? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to be when you grow up? Had to say that. You're already grown up, but in our minds, sometimes we're not. Oh man, I'm getting the number 5. It feels like you have like 5 choices with that card. I thought it was like an open nut, boy. So, wow, multi-level there. I think you need to make a list. You need to get your own little private personal journal book, possibly even with a key that you wear around your neck so your kids can't get to it, and write down what your goals are, your purpose, on what it is that you would like in a wonderful new partner in your life. I'm going to give you homework to do, but anybody can do this. Now, when you need to do homework for men, like if there's things that you really hated about men that brought you down, and for guys, if there's things that you really hated about women that feel were not good for your life, or all the people that you have met, starting from your mother. So now you, Kayla, starting from your father. Write down, you're going to have 2 sections, and really you don't ever write down the things that you don't like about them. So really it's just 1 section. You write down the name and you write down every positive attribute about that person. Like, you know, every little thing, every single thing. Like my father had really nice handwriting, and he had really nice calves, which I think I would say I take after him. My mom says I have big calves now, but a lot of muscles, got to hold all this weight, you know. So everything, like you like that he has a big heart, or he has nice hair. I mean, or his wonderful personality. So even if there was really bad things about a person, you forget all that. You only write down your list is going to be big. You know a lot of people. Every male in your life and what you loved about them. Everything you like about them. Because that, you are focusing on the positive attributes of that person. Therefore, you bring out the positive attributes in that person. And you're also focusing on the positive aspects of this perfect man that should come into your life. So when you focus on these things, you're actually helping to create that. That makes sense? All right. Hopefully that has been of some help. That was number 9. Number 9. Feel like I'm the Beatles. Okay. All right. Mom, I did you. And you know what? I know who could not be here today, so we will go ahead and do Dwayne's. That will be the last one. I've went way over my time, but that's okay. Please don't forget to make comments. Please like or love or whatever. Like this page. It really helps others to know that to come here. All right, spare for Dwayne Blair. Wow, that's kind of interesting. All right. I got everything's okay for him too. Everything's working out in a beautiful way. Acceptance seems to be the key. That's the word they're giving me for you, Dwayne. Dwayne, you are number 10, 10, 10. All right. Whoa. Left, right. Which way do I go with this card? There. Camera's backwards. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. So there's purpose and reason for everything, the way everything ends up. And I think it's bringing you to higher responsibility in a positive way. I'm getting the word gratefulness. You're going to find that you're going to be very grateful for things that come up in the near future. And they're telling me within the next 3 months, 2 months especially, 3 months, and something, I don't know what, but something wonderful is going to happen like the month of February. And they're just giving me the month. They're not really giving me any more information on that. And that you are supposed to be your highest and best self. Your individuality, it shines. It's awesome. You are a caring, loving, helping person. You need to get the mind out of any negative process right now, because whether or not you know it, you are in major manifestation mode. So you need to be extremely careful about what you think, say, and feel right now. Extremely. I'm getting that caution thing. So be happy that you're in, I'm saying experimental mode, but you're in a mode where you can achieve your desires, but you have to keep your output on a high level, your focus, your word, deed, and heart, and positive focus all the time. Very, very important, because it's going to take 2 or 3 months to manifest all the stuff that you would like to see come into your life that you've been talking about. Wow, I got more for you than I was realizing, but man, they're talking up a storm here today. All right, that's good, that's good. You're welcome, dear. All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining me here today. I think I got everybody covered. And if not, and if you need more information, you'd like to get a reading, please contact me. You can contact me at thevioletsage.com, violetsage@aol.com, just even like for donations. But if you would just like to write me, you can write me at thevioletsage@aol.com. Put reading in the subject line. Reading in the subject line. So I get a lot of junk mail every day. It would be hard for me to find it otherwise. And if you send me a friend request or maybe a message on Facebook, sometimes I don't always get the messages if they're from a non-friend. It's kind of weird. I guess you could always do, I don't know if you can, welcome to do a post unless you're a friend or not. I'm really not sure how all that works. But you can contact me and I will be sure to get back to you. If you do not hear from me within 48 hours, please contact me again. It could have gotten lost somewhere amongst all the junk mail. All right, much love and light to you all. I hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast. Please, if you just signed on later, listen to the message. It's a really, really powerful and important message for the week. It's the message of the week, but it's a message, I think, for a lifetime, really. But it's really important to focus on the positive right now and be the change you want to see in the world. Utmost important. Everything you think, everything you can imagine, you can manifest. That's why I don't watch horror movies anymore either, because of that. So really, everybody got to get with the program, help the earth, help your fellow man, help these poor pets and animals that don't deserve the treatment they're getting. They are all beings that live on another planet somewhere. And it's a whole race out there somewhere, a race of dogs, a race of cats, a race of animals. And if they ever decide to become unfriendly and unconditionally loving, we're a whole wrath of shit, you know that. So, don't burn bridges, don't be mean, rescue who and what you can when you can. Don't be a chicken. Bravery is the key. Standing up for what you believe is the key. And I'm praying that you believe things on a more spiritual level and in the light. And if you like your guides, guardians, and angels to help you, invite them in and tell them, but always make sure you specify that they are of the light. And if you want to talk to a loved one and you want to be, or they're talking to you and you want to be sure it's them talking to you, you specify only so-and-so is allowed to come through and talk to me. This way you know you're not being bamboozled or tricked. I had a girl, I taught her Reiki, and she swore there was a voice talking to her, and it was calling her all kinds of names and told her to burn all her stuff. And she thought it was someone else talking to her. I said, no one in the light is going to tell you to do that, and no one in the light is going to call you names. So what do you think it was that was talking to you? So, I mean, I'm telling you, people, it's a strange place. The veil's getting thinner every day. You really need to be careful, okay? Say love and light prayers and be surrounded by the light. Saying the word protection, a lot of times it implies fear, and that actually brings in the darkness. So to say they're not welcome here, period. That's taking back your power. So I pray that you all learn how to take back your power, use it for the good, and work in the light, be in the light. You're going to get challenged to stand strong, and I love you all. All right, thank you very much for signing on today, and I'll see you next week. And just keep alert, because sometimes I post other things, and I'm going to be doing some crystal ball readings here soon. And also, I do our monthly horoscopes, so please check out my other pages and my other posts, because I already did horoscopes for the month of June 2020. So check it out and see where yours is at. And we based it on the 12 zodiacs and on the 13 zodiacs. So you might see that your horoscope changed. So pay attention, because I give the dates so you can figure it out. All right. Much love and light to you all. Thank you again. Thank you. Yeah, John, I don't know when Janice is ever going to get to sign on to see it. So I'm not going to bother giving my sister one right now. It's hard to even contact her at the moment. Thank you for joining us. Please come back, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe. It's Michaela. Again, the song is Colors of the Wind by Judy Kuhn. Please listen to the words. Get them off of Google if you have to. Again, the meaningful song that maybe helps to maybe turn on a light bulb in your mind and in your heart is called Colors of the Wind by Judy Kuhn. All right, much love and light. Blessings. Namaste.